What's up, sippers? Welcome back to another cup of conversation,
where we have conversations worth having.
I am your host, T.
And I'm your girl, Coco.
And today we have some special guests in the building, a bunch of black girl magic, a little Shea Butter Baby, and Cocoa Butter up in here.
Ow.
You know what I'm saying?
You see all the brown skin?
You know what I'm saying? We have my girl, Shot Thug from the Yappy Hour to my left. Give it up, give it up, give it up.
My bang out the way. Yes.
And we have Miss Sunni from the Uncorked podcast.
How y'all doing? Hey, real classy.
Real classy.
Little lady.
Real brown skin babies up in here. Thank y'all, ladies.
It smells good in here.
It really do.
It smells. Palmers, y'all need the
I put my nice ones on for y'all today.
Well, we sure like that.
I got my work one where y'all don't need all that. Then I got my meet some folks today.
Okay. Yeah.
And I want them to say, oh, it smells good. You smell good. I love that compliment. That's the best one you can get.
Yeah.
Thanks. We like to start our show off just asking people how they feel and how they deal. We call this segment "How You Feeling, How You Dealing."
Mm-hmm.
Basically, how you feeling and how you dealing with your feels. You know,
right.
what you been going through.
I'm feeling real nice today. Actually, I'm feeling great. How I'm dealing with it, one step at a time. That's really it. I'm dealing with everything accordingly.
I love that. I love that.
I like that.
What about you?
Oh, you know, blessed by the best.
Come
Hello. I'm on day 2 of 3 of recording.
Yes.
So I'm having fun.
I love that.
You ain't worn out yet? You ain't yapped out?
You know what? After yesterday, I had 3 men on my couch.
Mm-hmm.
Listen now, I'm happy to be with the girls.
Okay.
Very happy to be with the girls.
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love that. Love that.
See, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I like the energy of the room.
Yeah.
I think this conversation that we have for y'all is going to be a special one. So,
I know.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
I
How you
love
feeling?
it. I'm just so happy, guys. I'm gonna lead off the same way I started last time. I'm just happy. I feel blessed. Not just like, you know how people say, I feel blessed. I feel it, like physically feel blessed.
Yes.
Yes.
And I think like the aura, the people that we've been coming in contact with, the guests, like just the connections that we've been making. I'm just happy. I'm happy about us, me and you, our progress.
Come on, yes.
And that's what I think about and I reflect on when I come here. So that's what I'm feeling like today. I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling blessed. And I'm feeling thankful and grateful for like where we are right now.
Ain't it a good feeling?
It really is. It really is.
When stuff is moving the way it's supposed to
In
move.
alignment. Yeah.
And like you said, when
And
we were
even
sitting
when it
over there, I feel like the hive is this has been a good thing for us.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
Like the
Absolutely.
hive has been a good thing.
Best.
It's been a good thing for us too. Like it's making the podcast space run so much smoother. I feel like we're getting the quality content and the episodes that we need. Like
Y'all
it's just
accepting
becoming
new
fun.
cousins.
Come on down to the hive, baby.
In church or
Yes.
something. Okay.
Come on down.
Tell LP I sent you.
Okay. Y'all heard that?
Maybe we can get a discount for next month.
Hello, bring it on down to the hive.
Yes.
Come on.
I love that. No, really. And even when, you know what, you know why I think I feel blessed too, is because even though I'm not saying that everything has been perfect, like
Of course.
lately,
Yeah.
because never is always just everything perfect.
Right.
Well, sometimes, but I think even in the stuff that has not been perfect, I haven't felt the imperfection of it because I'm just so happy with. I'm not about to let nothing imperfect throw me off.
Exactly.
So even the stuff that's imperfect, like I'm just steady, like stepping on it. Like what? Like.
And what's next?
And what you gonna do?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're gonna have to come a little harder than
Yeah,
that.
because
Please
I'm too
don't
blessed
come
for
harder
that.
than that.
Yeah,
Please.
Look, I didn't say all that.
Hold on.
I didn't say all that. Maybe that'll lighten up, but no, I'm blessed and I'm happy, and I'm happy y'all are all here.
Yes.
So moving on to our next segment, we like to call this the spill of the week, the spill of the week. So have y'all, I know y'all have seen Caresha's or heard about maybe Caresha's character witness statement that she wrote for Diddy.
Yeah.
I heard a little bit about that. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Okay.
Let's talk a little
So do you think that Caresha is defending Diddy because she truly believes in his character or because she's too close to him to see the full picture?
That's a good
Or
question.
another reason. Give me another take.
As a person that done wrote a couple character letters for folks.
Listen.
Oh.
Not for like a love interest, but I'm writing it off the strength of, oh, this my partner, man.
Yeah.
Or I know this girl, this my best friend partner from around the way. She need a little help. Like,
Yeah.
I don't, these people are not good people. I know that man did that, but I wrote it off the strength of somebody else, you know?
Yeah.
So you never really know the true reasons why people are doing what they doing. I think the caliber of the crime is why like people are side-eyeing her. But unfortunately, the old saying is true. Everybody don't get the same experiences with people.
Right.
When she was with him, he was brother love. He was in the middle of a rebrand. He was in the middle of being nicer.
Yeah.
So that's all she experienced.
Yeah.
So I mean,
she didn't get the Diddy party.
She didn't get getting drugged down the hotel hallway part. She didn't get that. And while I mean, you might not agree with it, but she doing it off the strength of, hey, he didn't do that to me.
Right.
Yeah.
I say as a former ride or die chick, past life.
You was out here riding down. Damn.
No destination, no GPS, just in the passenger seat.
Damn.
No seatbelt either.
Happy to be here.
We can stop to the store. Yeah. Give me a ginger ale and some chips under there. I would just say to add on with, what Sha said, she doing it off the strength of, I didn't meet that version of him, and she probably did get to see some wild things, but by the time they hanging out, it is yachts and champagne. It is a softer version of himself. And, unfortunately, we are a villain in somebody's story. She just didn't get that part. And then you got to think of how he did help take her career to the next level. She probably can only speak to what she could speak to.
Right.
She know he ain't no angel. But sometimes it do be hard to see a different version of somebody within them based on what people, are sharing. So,
especially when they done showed a lot of love to you, he put on the show. He gave it a platform.
And sometimes that could be a blinder to you too. But I mean, she probably just over there counting her blessings twice, because what if she would have experienced that version of him?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I'll do it off the strength of that too.
She got the healed version of him.
Yeah.
Lord,
That's
he's
good.
60, talking about the healed version.
I like to, I was hearing y'all say what y'all saying, like Sha said, we know these people have either, not that they're not good people, but they have done bad things.
Right.
And so I think too, everybody wants like a level of grace and forgiveness. And they hope everybody, we could all say that we deserve some form of grace or forgiveness and something we didn't done over. Oh, y'all perfect.
Yeah.
But I think that everybody wants that. But when it's time to give that, and yes, the nature of his crime is a little bit different. Yeah. But we always use the saying, "Oh, you trying to judge me? Ain't no sin greater than the other one." Yeah. Right. When it's convenient for us, but then when it goes against something that we ain't with, then it's like, oh, that applies now.
Right.
So I think that we got to take that into account. And like y'all said, the fact that was her experience with him. I can't make no lies up on the man if I didn't experience it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then I think that everybody deserves somebody, even in their lowest time in their life, no matter what you did. Like, I ain't saying what he did is right or nothing. I don't, that's up to the judge and everybody else. Yeah. But what I do believe is everybody do deserve somebody. Yeah. And if you gotta be, and sometimes being there for somebody that is not the most popular or the most, or being there for somebody that's the most hated, that's an uncomfortable position to be in. But sometimes in the roles that we play in life, that's where you have to be sometimes for some people in your life. Because we don't know what our best friend, our friend would be willing to do right now, or go outside or doing something.
And I'm going to stick beside him.
Hello. Exactly. So I think that's more so where it came from.
Yeah. I agree. I think, like y'all said, she just speaking to what she know. But at some point, like how far do we not hold people accountable? Like at what point? I'm not saying she shouldn't connect herself with him or defend him, but like, if you can say you're a girl's girl, or you stand for Black women, or you stand against domestic violence because you said you've been through that before, how comfortable are you saying, oh, well, that wasn't my experience, just because, well, it's 20 other people's experience. Right. You know what I mean? And this is a part of his character. So I know you say it's just an uncomfortable position, and not everything in life we do is going to be like this is a fun ride. Yeah. You know what I mean? Right. So I see that, but ooh, child, that's a hard one to write.
That's a dig.
Especially to be in the public eye. That's a hard one.
How many of our uncles do we stand by though?
Yeah. I don't stand by him. Now the older folk ain't stand by.
Right. I was gonna say that because it's certain family members that I won't even talk to.
I can't.
I know what's going on.
I done heard about you.
Learn to create a healthy distance between like who they are and what they did and how involved I'm a be with this person.
Because we're not saying that she when he get out, she finna go stay at his mansion again. You know what I'm saying? She might not be that close to him. She might just be doing
That's what I was about to say.
It's not like she tweeting, "Oh, free my man, free Diddy." She just wrote the character letter because it's time for character letters to be wrote.
Exactly.
And she may be holding him accountable to a certain extent.
And we won't know that.
We get to see what we get to see.
Right.
Because I think for the longest, we didn't know what she stood. We didn't even think that she would be writing a character statement.
She stayed quiet for a while.
She said, "That's a good man, Your Honor."
Yeah, like I think that I don't know if he good, child, but
good is nuts.
Yeah,
good is crazy.
But I just think too, like I think we gotta put our real life in the situation. Like these are regular people. Like Sha said, I got a friend. I'm gonna stick beside my friend. Like when you wrong, I'm gonna tell you when we get to this house. Bitch, now you was dead ass wrong.
Why you said that to that lady like
why
that?
Why did you do that? And why would you ever do that? So now you know what you got to do, right? To make this right, you need to take those steps. And then I'm holding you accountable. Are you taking the necessary steps to change the trajectory of what people believe about you and how you see yourself too? Like, you know, like, so I think we'll just never know that accountability part. And that's why I think
she could be taking his ass to the house.
And I also think he made his match with her too.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, she could be taking his ass to the house and say, "Hey, you ain't finna put your hands on me like that."
Flat out.
That ain't happening over here.
A rich bitch from Dade County.
Whole time on a jail call. So you mean to tell me you drug her?
I wish you would try some shit like that.
Exactly.
You gonna do whatever people tell you gonna do.
You try that with me.
Yeah, right.
Ultimately, bro, people just got to be more realistic.
Yes.
If that is your loved one, that's like saying, "Well, tell this. What if one of these kids or something came out like, oh, my father's this or that."
Yeah,
that's still your dad. That's still their daddy. That's still that lady's former lover. Like, you can't dictate how nobody.
A lot of people wrote character witness statements. His children, his mama,
yes, the music industry. Like, people just be looking for somebody to fake counsel.
Right.
I agree.
And we be saying, free such and such, and such and such then took somebody else from me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all just said free dirt. Now, no shade to dirt.
Come on now.
No shade now.
And we know if he got out, we would be front row at his concert.
Exactly.
And to be honest, Diddy, I ain't gonna say he shouldn't be in jail, but being indicted for being a freak is crazy.
Now, hold on.
Because he wasn't on trial for beating hoes.
Yeah.
He was on trial for being freaky.
He was on trial for being freaky.
Yeah. So and we found out she was freaky too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I think it gets deeper psychologically, but at the end of the day, it sounded like there was more consent than there wasn't. And unfortunately, it just has unfolded the way that it's unfolded and affected her and all of the rest of the, the ladies in the way that it has.
Because you can say you did it because you thought it was going to put you to the next level or whatever. But like you said,
we still own a sense of accountability.
Yes, you have to take some kind of accountability. I definitely.
Like, where were the parents? If we're going to get deep into
no bullshit.
Thank you. All right, let's get into our main topic. That was enough for that business. Let's get into ours. The art of starting over. Me and Coco was very transparent at the beginning of this year about how we felt about how our podcast was being ran, and how we was looking at each other at in the podcast business. And that kind of came with some art ideas of starting over from both of us. Like, what would it look like if we split this shit up then? If it ain't going the way you want to see it go, if you see podcasts as this kind of business and I see it as this kind of business, what would that look like? And y'all have both been starting over with things. You expressed how you started over with things. We know you started a new podcast. So that's why we just kind of wanted to get y'all on today to get y'all opinion on how hard it is to start over. My first question is, what was just to kind of get us in the flow, what was the last thing you had to start over on that took a lot out of you and brought a lot of uncertainty?
Child, my entire life. God was like, yeah, scratch that. We not doing none of that. It started with God telling me to close my skincare business, the Executive Suite. We have been going strong for 5 years. And in some capacity, I had made it out to be a part of my identity. Like I was hiding behind it. And I feel like prior to that, God had me in a season of being hidden, but I got comfortable with that. And I just was like, well, I'm going to just keep on hiding behind this. And I'll like walk in my purpose in, little small capacities when it's convenient for me.
Right. Yeah. Right.
And God had been telling me for a long time, like, you are going to do what I told you to do. And I was writing a book that was being more in the forefront of telling my story, but I was so cool with being in the background. So I was like, I don't really need to be in the front. That's not really my thing. You know, put me in the back somewhere. Last year, God brought a full halt to my entire skincare business. I mean, it didn't matter what was going on. It didn't matter who I paid to be in place, what systems was in place. Like when God say this will come to a stop, it's all breaks. This will come to a stop because I asked you to do this long time ago.
Right.
He forced me to close the business. He forced me to move out of my house. He redirected me to writing this book that I've been working on for 10 years.
Oh, wow.
And granted, you would be like, why would it take you 10 years to write a book? The preparation, the mental shift that comes with it. And that didn't even turn out to be the book that he told me to release. So it required me to start my entire life over this past year.
Oh, wow.
Like from scratch.
Yeah.
So the 10-year book is not the one you put down?
No. Because my heart posture wasn't in the right place for that book.
Okay.
And he was like, yeah, you're not doing that.
You think
not like this.
That one? Or
oh yeah, it's in the works.
Okay,
he was just like, we're not doing that first.
Okay.
We need to do some inside work before we could release that one. Because I need the delivery to be what I need it to be.
Right.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. What about you? Anything about any uncertainty, any changes recently?
You know what? Honestly, not for this new show. It was the deciding, okay, I'm not happy no more with the previous show. It's no longer fun. It's anxiety driven. I'm showing up to record, but I feel heavy. You know, I feel like, you know how you walk into the gas station, there's a bunch of niggas standing outside. And that pit of nervousness you get every time you get out to walk in front of these people. So every time I walk in here to record now, I feel a pit of anxiousness. Because this is not where I'm supposed to be. This is not what we're supposed to be doing. And sometimes people do stuff off the strength of history. Yeah, we've been doing it for this long. We might as well. No, it ain't gotta be that, baby. I don't know, that particular word has just been on my spirit all year, but you don't have to sit in this no more. You don't have to do that no more. If it's causing you so much L and so much uncertainty and making you overthink, I'm starting to question myself. Like, am I doing something? Like, do I need to change who I am to fit what we like? You don't have to do that for real. And once the last show ended in March. My new show started in June.
Come on now.
And I ain't been happy. I could not be happier. Like, I feel so much. Of course, there was like hiccups, and because I ain't never been solo. I've never interviewed nobody. I had never did nothing like that. And so,
oh, y'all wasn't doing interviews.
We did interviews, but I would play a backseat.
Oh, okay.
I just was really, when we had guests, I was just comedic relief. I'm gonna bring the laughs, but I wasn't really asking no real questions.
Okay.
I wasn't getting my Oprah on.
Right.
You know, and so
you wasn't getting dig in that bag.
No, I wasn't digging for real. And you can tell when you get to my new show, and now I have my first guest on. Shout out to Frankie Blue. When I had my first guest, you could tell, like, I'm stumbling.
You in that,
I'm sweating. I'm nervous. And so it's just about regaining confidence I didn't even know I lost in the previous situation, and just gaining it back, and just gaining the happiness back. Like, this is what I love doing,
and it look good on you,
man. Thank you.
Thank you. It look good on you.
I was gonna say I can't say I seen the. I'm glad you carried it well. I can say that you carried it well,
most
because
definitely.
I was a fan of your previous show, and I can't say I sensed that from you. I can't say.
Oh no, you gotta put your face on.
Yeah, you did. You definitely did your thing on that one.
Thank you.
Sha just said something about she started to question who you. Can I answer that question?
Yeah.
Okay. Sha just was speaking about like question who you are, and I think that my situation would be me and T starting over. I look at me and T relationship have started over twice. I feel like we had 2 resets, and it was a part where I started questioning myself, but the question that came to me personally was, can God trust you with his people? And so whenever me and T would go and have our conflict or whatever we had, our differences, I would always try to handle it in a way that God would be happy that I did it this way. If it ended up in us being not together, it wouldn't be a bad situation because we not together. It might be because, of course, we wouldn't want that, and it would be just harder for both of us to do that.
Right.
But I felt like my sole goal in every time that we had a situation was, how are you going to handle T? Are you going to handle T how the world will handle T? Or are you going to handle T how God wants you to handle T? And I don't know if T can speak to it, but I feel like I was very much boisterous about how I feel. It wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna just be quiet, I'm gonna let but I feel like when we did talk, it was, this is how I feel, this is what I want to happen, this is that. But I felt like too, I didn't want it to be taken like just flesh. I didn't want to lead with my flesh all the time. Like, even though I did have fleshly moments where I'm like, bitch, nah, I don't want to do that. I feel like we were always able to like communicate in a healthy way. I look at T, and I thought about this in the shower. I look at T like almost kind of like my second husband.
Period. Absolutely. It be a real relationship. My man.
Because I would never go into business with nobody.
I thought you were finna say little sister or something like.
Well,
somebody
I look at her like that.
This girl said second husband. That
yes,
mean I get on your
man.
nerves
It's kind of lit.
No, that's what
your work boyfriend.
I mean, I get on your nerves just as much as you love me.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I love my husband to death, but he get on my nerves too. Like, we're not perfect. We have arguments. We have disagreements, and that's how I feel like T. But I related to my husband because I feel like no matter how deep it is, it has never been deep enough to where we couldn't talk about it and reconcile. And that's all I keep at the forefront of my mind. And then one time, my pastor told me that you know that God don't hear your blessings when you are out with your brother, your sister. And I'm like, huh? He was like, yeah, you know, God told them to, before you come to me and asking me of anything, to go to your brother, your sister, resolve the situation, and then I'll come back and I'll hear you. So I look at that and I think about that because I don't want to be a person that God don't hear from because I'm not right with my,
I'm supposed to be doing
before I get the singing out here for
and it'll distract you too.
Hello.
Yeah. Come on now.
So
I can agree to that. I feel like we had some rocky roads and we just, like you said, it never felt like we couldn't communicate. I might have got in my head a lot of times and be like, oh, this conversation finna be hella uncomfortable. Now I gotta go tell her this. Now I gotta go do this. It's finna be this, that, and the third. But then I get to the conversation, I'm like, man, you thought about that shit way longer than you had to.
You know what? I'm like that though.
You know, I do that too.
I will not have a conversation.
That's what.
And that was me. Now I believe in taking accountability. I am like that to a fault. Like, nah, because if I say this and then she don't handle my feelings the right way, then it's gonna be a problem. Now it's gonna be. So I'll go not saying anything. And I was very passive. With a lot of stuff. Like, I mean, okay, how bad could it be if this is coming from my partner? You know. So I let a lot of shit rock like that too.
I think that you can maintain a certain level of respect for each other, like a mutual respect. You always, or at least to the best of your ability, you gonna consider that other person.
Yes.
And I think that's what it was. I never thought that Coco doing this shit because she don't want this motherfucker to be nothing. Like she hate me. She a hater. Like that was never my thought process.
Because once you plant that seed in your head, it's over.
It's over.
It's over.
It's good as over.
And
whatever it ain't in my head, it is.
Exactly. And I learned not to talk to like friends or other girls about that because other girls or your friends or people that have been knowing you for a long time, they will tell you that.
She just jealous.
You don't even know her character.
They don't understand.
Exactly.
And don't get jealous.
You don't even see how she show up for me.
Exactly. Yeah. But that's because, and that's not no slight to your friends or your people that's around you because that's what their immediate reaction is to protect you. They don't know me. They know you. They know I know you and I know you a good person. So obviously she out of line. You know what I'm saying? That's no fault to your friends, but sometimes you do have to be very silent and talk to nobody but God because if you let any thought into your mind that ain't the right thought, it'll take over.
It'll tarnish everything.
It will have you being passive. It'll have you sometimes thinking the worst of somebody overly defensive. Like, so I think that that's what I will say. If me and T had to talk about a part of us that's probably grown in the starting over part is the taking accountability part and being able to communicate effectively and remove your feelings when it's time. Not completely, because you got to have your feelings, but you know, when it's time to really put your big girl drawers on, look, what's up?
Yes.
That is also hard. For your girl.
It's hard for all of us.
I'm sensitive about my shit now. Don't come here telling me what I am.
Tell me about it. What was the hardest decision about explaining? I mean, the hardest part about explaining the decision you made, like to other people. Like, did you feel like a failure? Did it feel like What was the burden you feel like?
Learning that I didn't have to explain.
Okay.
And that they was not going to understand. So me getting away from the feeling of needing them to understand. And like you said, sometimes it is just a you and God type of thing.
Yeah.
And he will shut down communication from the outside world.
Yeah.
But I also feel like that's when you test it the most, because then you start to hear if I was you, I wouldn't close it down. Or if I was you, I would keep going.
Yeah.
If I was you,
I hate it if I was you as
because
you could never be
you
me.
ain't
you
never
could have
been.
and would have and should have. Why you haven't?
Why you
Right.
didn't?
And why you helping me on the exit and on the intro? You was
very silent.
very silent.
Very
Hello.
silent.
But people always gonna have an opinion on what you should do, how you should do it, and well, you seem to be doing successful, so you should still be doing. And I be telling people, you could be successful in the wrong lane. You could also stay in a lane too long.
Yeah.
But part of walking in your purpose and like really doing this purpose shit for real is being flexible enough to pivot. If God say pivot, if he say do it this way now, you don't need to have all the details. I'll tell you when you get there. You got to be okay with doing that. So I feel like the burden was being okay with knowing people not going to stand and shutting out all the outside noise of what I should be doing, what I could be doing, and focusing only on like what God was telling me to do.
Yeah.
I love that. Shy, what decision from like your old show that you learned from and you'll never repeat? Like, I mean, not decision, lesson that you learned from like your old show that you learned from that you'll never repeat on this new one.
Having my hand in everything, not just one aspect of it. Because while I was excelling in the creative part, the business part I lacked.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I started to get offended when the business talk would come up, and I was just like, well, why y'all leaving me out? Why am I not feeling included?
Right,
Why I'm not in the know? It's
Yeah.
because I was just so focused on the creative aspect of it.
Yeah.
And so I think coming back around this time and I'm doing it by myself, I was like, okay, well, we finna do this. And ain't no we.
Yeah.
It's just you, girl.
Yeah.
So you need to know everything about the ins and outs of your show.
Yeah.
So learning the business part of the creative space is.
Were you intentional about being solo this time because of that, or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you didn't want to?
I didn't want a partner this go round only because shit, I ain't feel like I needed one. Not even to be, cocky or nothing like that. I didn't feel like I needed it for the space I was trying to get in. I do a lot of music. I talk about a lot of music and film and TV, and this wasn't something that I didn't feel like I was able to do a lot of in the previous show.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is it signifies a lot about who I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I didn't feel like a lot of me was coming through unless I had a joke in the previous show.
I feel you.
And while I'm a funny motherfucker, I'm deep.
I always got a little kiki.
Okay. I got layers.
Little
So I feel like the solo aspect allows people to see the layers and the more feeling,
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just your turn.
Yes.
And that's what I feel like.
And
I feel like
we
it's
gotta
just
be
my
so
turn.
okay with taking up space.
Yeah.
And
Talk about that.
Yeah, take up space.
To answer the question that you had asked, Sunni, the hardest part wasn't even starting the show, because fortunately there are people who see. I thank God for people who see the talent in you for real. And see your light. I never had nobody say, well, wait, you sure you want to? Nobody questioned when I said I finally want to do something else for me. The hardest part was grieving the old shit.
Yeah.
Because not only did I lose something that was a creative baby, I lost a friend.
Right.
So the grieving and getting through that in them 3 months that I had before I started my new show, that was the hardest part of this year.
We don't talk about that enough.
I'm glad you said that, because the whole time me and Coco was going through our thing, and the fact that you compared me to like your being your second husband, I felt like I was finna break up with my nigga.
No,
exactly. You can't.
This finna be a lot. Like I wouldn't even. I was thinking about like how it was gonna be on just the aspect of me having to work by myself. Yeah. But I was also thinking. I was also already premeditating the grief,
because it's companionship, it's partnership, it's knowing that you got somebody to really get it out the mud with you.
Really.
It's very.
And to answer that same question that you asked her, like I feel like people had. This is early on before it really was even a problem. People had things to say about me and T relationship because of the life changes that I had made in my life, and T hadn't really got there yet.
Yeah.
And I felt like people had even, I don't want to say they prophesied, but they didn't say stuff like, that ain't gonna last, that ain't gonna work, you know, because, and y'all, I hate to even be emotional, but I just really thank God for who he is. And I thank God for giving me my own mind. And not to let people tell me what to do and how to do certain things. Because I was also passive, very very people pleasing and stuff like that.
Oh, baby.
So I was so glad when I thought about it. I'm like, I knew what God could do for T because he did it for me. So I never thought that would be the area of where it would break. And I just thank God for proving everybody wrong. Because my girl, not that going to church is everything, but my girl go to church faithful. My girl calls me and asks me about the Bible all the time.
I'm talking about every Sunday. And she knows she was an influence.
Come on now. And I thank God for that because people always say, oh yeah, that ain't who God wants you around. You can't be around those type of people.
What they saying now?
Tell me who God wants me around.
Say now.
Right. And I just, I thought about that not too long ago, and I was just like, I just thank you, God, for like, you so like humorous too. Like you will show people too. Like you, like how he say the revenge is not yours, like for real, because like I didn't even have to do nothing. I didn't have to separate myself from T. Like, and I believe that the whole time. Like I'm not believing what y'all talk about. I'm gonna be set apart from the world, but I'm also gonna be around people that I see potential in, or I see, you know, that I can know that God can do the same he did for me. So I think that worrying about what people say will really have you torn, like have you torn, and not standing on and not standing on what you believe and what you know about people. You have our own relationships with people, right? No, nobody had a relationship that I had with you.
You gotta trust yourself. And it's a process if you're not used to doing that.
It really is. So looking back at both of y'all changes, do y'all feel like that it was a setback or a sit up? Do you feel like you had to take some steps back, or did it set you up for what you about to join?
The table has been prepared before the people. The table has been prepared. If anything, sometimes it's like that insecure moment, like Issa Rae in the mirror, like, what took you so long? Me.
Facts.
Why it took you so long to surrender to get here to be doing exactly what you've been wanting to do? You were scared. You were scared.
Self-sabotage is a real thing, baby.
Yes.
Fear. And they don't talk about enough what comes, like, when you fully surrender and, like you said, doing the uncomfortable things, having the uncomfortable conversations, going from playing, you know, background to, oh, you want me at the front. All right. Let me step outside of myself. That moment of remembering, it is bigger than me. But I'm a part of the program.
Right.
Definitely a setup.
Love that.
In position.
Because the table.
And then everything be flowing. It be some challenges, but when you do it, whatever God tell you to do in his timing, he gonna line everything up. He gonna line everybody up. The challenges don't be so hard. If anything, you welcome the challenges and be like, I expected some challenges. Because I'm growing. Yeah.
What about you, Sha?
Oh, it's definitely set up for me.
Being on
the last show opened so many doors, but even with me going solo, the shit, even
ain't
more doors.
Closed.
Even more doors. I done been on 85 South. I done been Ricky Smiley. I done been here, there. I done flew to Atlanta on random days, flew to LA on random days. I'm setting shit up in New York now. It's hell yeah.
You be like, it was worth it.
Hell yeah.
You know what? Like, you know what?
And it was my shit was the starting over. Because starting over come with, now what do you mean I only got 100 views?
Right.
What do you mean it's only 100 subscribers? You know, that's the numbers. But that ain't nothing but the physical. The message and the word is still like,
it's gonna get to where it needs to.
Shot Thug is still Shot Thug, whether the numbers are high or low.
Right.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Keep giving the people what they want, and if you build it, they'll come.
But the fact that you be able to start over. And you're not starting over from scratch.
No. I'm starting from experience.
Hello. That's the word of the show, right? I'm not gonna lie. You ain't starting from the scratch. You starting from experience.
I got through with like riding a bike. It'd be like riding a bike. It'd be like riding a bike.
It is like riding a bike for real. It feels, it's just so second nature for me, man. This shit is This is what I'm supposed to be doing. Whether I'm doing it with somebody, by myself, just having guests, just going on other people's. This is what I'm supposed to be doing.
We legit get to be who we are.
Yeah.
When we doing what we
while encouraging other people to be who they are.
Yeah,
Right.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm with it.
We're going to roll into our last segment of the day. This is called The Last Sip. This is where we kind of give y'all like rapid fire questions or just random things that we've already been talking about a little bit, but your take on them.
Okay.
All right.
Spicy a little bit.
So, are social media influencers really celebrities or are we just pretending? Like, would y'all, if a Casa Not walked in the room, would y'all give him the same energy that y'all would give? I ain't gonna say nobody too big like Beyonce. I'm gonna say like I don't want to say nobody too small either.
A Drake?
A Nicki Minaj. No.
That's
Yeah, Drake. A Drake is cool.
If it was so easy to do, everybody would be doing it. So maybe you are younger than me, but I still give you your respect as you are the first person to do this, and you are setting bounds and breaking records in your lane. So I would.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you still have a respectable platform. You are a celebrity to somebody.
Yeah.
Especially these kids.
Right.
Because he's what, Gen Z?
Yeah.
So
like
you still a celebrity.
Yeah.
To me.
I probably would recognize him first as a celebrity because I feel like I get to see his heart through what he do. So I probably could relate to him a little bit more.
I like him as a person.
I like him as a person. And for me, like that's big for me. Like,
okay.
I don't care about the records, the numbers, all that. Like, can we sit here and do regular people shit, talk about real life stuff,
Exactly.
and feel equal in some capacity. So
there are some fake celebrities though on that.
It definitely is. It definitely is.
Absolutely.
Okay, the second one is being famous online easier than being famous in the real world.
Yes. I could post my cleavage tomorrow and go viral.
Yeah.
It's way easier.
Yeah. Cause you can, and then we talking about Casa Not, he could walk down the street and somebody might not know him. You know what I'm saying? It's probably a bunch of people in New York like, la, da, da. They're not even seeing him. But if he walked down a certain street, in another place, it's people like, oh shit. Yeah. That's who that is. Like, does
that happen to y'all? Like when people see y'all out in the wild, like, oh y'all, cup.
Yeah, no. Some people have stuff.
Why
I'm not. It ain't like no.
Then?
No,
they said to me.
I'm like, hold on. I'm on this couch too.
Somebody told us, I did see y'all show. Like we gave them our the name when we was out doing the little street networking when we was doing
run the tape.
They didn't do it again then because I ain't get to do
I ain't gonna say it's a lot, but I remember the one or two. Okay, they're very special to me.
It's starting to increase.
Yeah, it is.
And so it feels like.
It feels good.
What do you mean? So you know me and I'm in LA. Like
what you know?
Like this.
Yeah.
Like not you shot up.
See, I like that. I like that.
We must ain't been on enough platforms yet because now that y'all can start though now.
Coming soon.
It's happening.
Crank it up.
Act like you know.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Is it okay to ghost collab opportunities if you're building your brand, or is it just rude clout behavior?
I think that's not professional. It's certain a level of professionalism that you want to do in this industry, especially when the industry is not big in your city.
Yeah.
Podcasting is just now starting to become a consistent thing in this city.
Yes.
So the circle is not big. So if I burn y'all and then you go back and tell such and such, and they tell 2 more shows. Shit, that's half the goddamn podcast.
Yeah.
So it's like you really want to maintain a certain level of professionalism anywhere, how you carry yourself.
So, Sha, I know for you and maybe for you too, y'all have been on different platforms, you by yourself and you and your old show. Do you feel like there's a level of how you have to conduct yourself in the DMs now that you have that exposure, or because people are coming, like know, or not even that they're coming just because of that, but just you're getting more exposed. More exposed. Do you feel it's like a certain way, like okay, now I got to pass this person off. I can't talk to this person. I can't be as personable with people because now I'm at this level of.
If anything, I've gotten more personable.
Okay.
Like what was that old Nicki Minaj? I'm never too ill to say what up. Like I've never been like that.
Yeah.
So ain't no sense in getting Hollywood now, girl. You bitch, be for real.
Right,
You still need these people, okay?
Yeah.
So no, I'm still like people DM me and be like, OMG, this, that, and I talk back. Talk to me, I talk back.
Talk to me.
Yeah.
I just ask that too because I know sometimes when you get bigger and you get on more platforms, you have other people that influence you to, okay, now you need to stop doing this, or now you need to handle this like this instead of
now
like
you need to have guests with more
before.
substance, or now you need to have guests with this.
Or now you
have
can't
them
talk to everybody in inbox because I gotta schedule it. Let's send them off, pass them off.
Oh no, I ain't got nobody to pass them off to. Hell, shit, I am a one woman staff.
Yeah, we ain't that big either.
I can't pass them off.
When you be texting, when you be DMing us, this is one of us.
Yeah,
Yes.
Still one of us.
If you ever hit the Yappy Hour, baby, it was me.
Let's be very clear.
What about you?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you conduct yourself any differently? The
I feel
more
like I'm me.
connections you make.
I feel like that's how I've been able to build relationship is by being personal, is by connecting with people. Like I would take my shoes off, sit Indian style in the middle of the floor with somebody. And,
know
and
about
say,
me, baby.
I might only got 15 minutes, but come on, let's talk.
I hear you.
Yeah, I feel like that's how I've been able to connect with people and even been blessed with opportunities that I have been blessed with.
I believe that too.
You took a break from your podcast. You coming back?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I did see you took a little
We
break.
working.
You coming back?
We
I love
working.
That. I love that.
I feel cool. I done been on
Right.
everybody's show. Period. Y'all gotta come down to the Blue Velvet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got to come on now.
Absolutely.
Y'all come on down
but
to the
like
Blue
you said,
Velvet
I
now.
made it a point to like try to reach out to everybody I knew in Houston that was in this space.
Yeah.
Because like you said, the community ain't that big.
Right.
And the way that I kind of look at Atlanta is kind of like almost like the blueprint for this, because the way that they connect and network down there, there's no reason that we shouldn't be able to do the same thing in this big city.
And you don't have to move nowhere else to
do that.
You shouldn't have to move nowhere else to get your start, neither.
No.
And I feel like that's the place I'm in, of wanting community, like,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah.
in the
Yeah,
podcast
same.
industry,
Absolutely.
because
Same.
my community is in other areas. So it's
Yeah.
like now that I'm here, it's like, well, where my people at?
Yes.
Where
You need
y'all
people
at?
you can relate to.
At the
I
Hive.
bring some snacks
Yeah,
and stuff
down at the
I'm gonna tell
Hive,
them.
baby.
Y'all to the
Come on
Hive.
Put me
down
on
to
the
the
book.
Hive.
Somebody get me on the call with the
Ad.
Hive over there. Let's set
That's
something
what
up.
the biggest was just telling me when we was at Isaiah Carey, when we ran into Lil Kiki, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, where you shoot at? Because we need to get you on the show. I want to get on your
He shoot
show.
at the Hive.
He
Exactly.
said at the Hive. I said, that's where I'm shooting at, baby. He said, the biggest was like, damn, that's all I'm hearing is the Hive, the Hive, the Hive.
That's what I'm saying.
It's live at the Hive.
Get me on the main line with the people.
Y'all missing it. We've been putting it out there. It's up here.
Yeah, I love the Hive.
It's up here. If you're trying to create, come get it. But thank you, ladies, for joining us today. This has been. I
This
mean,
was fun.
y'all know we could yap some more, but
Right.
You know
we had
Y'all
about
know
another
how we
hour
can
in
get
there.
into
Because Shy Face look like, wait, we done?
Right. We was just
Baby,
warming
no,
up.
that's about right though, because I do about 30 minutes, 45 minutes too.
Yeah,
So
you know you got to get the people just a.
a tad bit.
tad bit,
You
yeah.
got to take the insecure approach.
Yeah.
30 minutes on.
Yeah.
That's it.
Mhm.
That's it.
Then we're gonna send y'all the Patreon soon.
Come on now.
Real
Come on.
soon.
Come on now.
But thank y'all, ladies, for joining us again.
Thank
This
you.
is really
Thank
great
y'all for
episode. I
having
think that the
me.
people are gonna love this insight. Like this is gonna be one for the books.
Mhm, yes.
So make sure y'all tune in, like, subscribe, check out both of their podcasts and their
Shy,
businesses.
let them know where you.
Yes, let them know where they
can
can find you.
The Yappy Hour Show _ on Instagram, or just my personal Shy Thug with 2 G's, baby. Put 2 G's on it.
Okay.
And you.
Check in with Uncorked Conversations, and you can call me Sunni, and grab my new book on Amazon, Soft Life Hard Lessons.
Yes.
Ooh, love that.
It's giving
Get
New
you
York
back on that
Times
one.
bestseller.
We
Just
yeah.
dropped yesterday. So y'all
Okay,
make sure
okay.
y'all
We
get
definitely
that.
gonna
We
have to
finna
get
be
you
on
back
that
on
bestseller list.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sprinkling all that in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love that. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, follow, comment, and we'll see y'all next week.
Yes.